As you get ready for this exercise, let your eyes gently close and let your body comfortably settle down into whatever is holding you up right now, whether it's a chair, the floor, the bed, sand, or grass. Feel the earth holding your body up and supporting you as you get ready to let go of the past and make room for what's about to happen in your life. Let your body slowly start to gently relax as you breathe in and out. Let your body's muscle groups start to tense and contract from your head and neck, and then let those muscle groups relax again. Now let your muscles in your shoulders and your arms tense up as tightly as possible, as tightly as you can, and then relax completely, letting go of your breath. Now go on throughout the rest of your body, in your chest and your torso, noticing areas that may feel tense, and tense those areas up even more for a couple of seconds, as hard as you can, and then let it all go. Release the tension with your breath, breathing in and out. And remember that your breath is a symbol of letting things go in your life. Now let your stomach contract as hard as you can, and your back as well. And then let it go. And now your hips and your backside and your upper legs, contract all of those big, large muscles as tight as you can. And then relax all of those muscles, letting the tension float away. Now tense up the rest of your legs. The middle of your legs, your lower legs, and your feet. Tense them as tightly as possible, and then let it go. And now scan your body and take note of any part of your body that might still be holding the tension. Your unconscious mind might know what kind of emotions might be attached to that particular part of the body holding the tension. Pay attention to that part of the body and tense that part of the body up very tightly again. And then relax everything. Just let it go. Letting go of this negative energy or tension or stress in the body means that you're making room for the new. You're learning many things, and you can more or less realize that at the end of this exercise, you will have let go of what was previously taking space in your mind and your heart and your thoughts and your spirit. And when you let it all go, you will now have room for the new. Now, as you are relaxed and letting everything dissolve that used to take up your attention and your energy, start to imagine that you are sitting comfortably on a beach. You are surrounded with sand And it's actually the most beautiful, comfortable beach and ocean view you have ever imagined in your lifetime. You notice how you're feeling so blissful. You might feel the sand under your hands, under your body, under your feet, the gentle sand, and play with it, feeling its texture. You may notice the light breeze on your face and on your body, and the warmth of the sun on your body. And the mixture of all of these things puts your body in the perfect place of peace and bliss. As you're relaxing, looking at the ocean, hearing the ocean, I know that you're wondering, as you're sitting there, you are wondering how these waves come up and wash onto the sand and then gently go back into the sea. As carefree as it washed up to the sand, it returns, and back and forth. You hear the waves, and you see the waves, and you wonder how they feel. So blissful and carefree, and trusting the process of life, the process of coming and going. The waves have learned many things. They have wisdom in their reaching and letting go and tumbling back into the vast ocean. And as you sit there, you wonder what wisdom you can learn from the ocean. You slowly start to get up, feeling so light, enjoying the feel of the sand under your feet. You start to take some steps towards the edge of where the ocean and the sand kiss. And the sand becomes wet underneath your feet, and you feel a mixture of warmth from the sand and the coolness of the wet water. And you realize that the combination of these two very different things is what makes it so beautiful to walk on, to listen to see, to feel, and to be one with this beautiful ocean and this beautiful sandy beach. And you start to walk along where the sand and water meet, where you can feel both the water and the sand under your feet. And you start to look back and think of all of your past footsteps, of all of the things that you have done and become and taken ownership of in your life. And you realize and are so thankful for all of these decisions that has brought you such wisdom. And now you bend down into the sand and you draw a symbol or you write down some things you would like to let go of. They may be some beliefs that you used to have about yourself, or they may be a habit or an old way of life. And you think to yourself, what wouldn't happen if you didn't do these things anymore? And you think to yourself, what wouldn't happen if you did? And you look forward to the part of the sand where you have not created footsteps yet, and you realize that you are looking forward to all of what you will create next in your life. You realize that any challenge that comes your way is so exciting, and you crave a potential problem in the future because that gives you the opportunity to create a magnificent solution. And as you walk along this beach, you start to integrate this process of letting go of negative energy and making room for the new. All of the past thoughts about why things may have not seemed to work out are released into the water, and they go back tumbling into the vast ocean. The ocean cleanses those thoughts and feelings and comes back with the brand new ways of thinking and feeling and experiencing life. You are so thankful for this transformation as you're standing there, looking to the left, looking behind you, looking to the right, looking in front of you, realizing how liberated and excited you are for all of the opportunities in the future, which becomes now, and how making room for the new had been such a good choice to make. You savor this memory and this day of when you let go of the past and made room for your new life. And you can come back to this place at any time. It will more or less be the same because it is always here for you. And that means that you always have the power to come back and learn new ways of being and feeling and doing. And now you start to realize that you are being held up by the earth. You sit back down on the dry sand, taking breaths and savoring the last memories. Until next time. Now move your arms slightly. Become aware of your surroundings. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Take a few deep breaths. as you open your eyes. To this new world.